Hello students, this is class 9 history chapter 1 and chapter topic is the French Revolution. In the previous lecture I discussed the causes of French Revolution. There were many causes of French Revolution which we have already discussed. Now today let me tell you the French Revolution. It was started in 1789. That means question might arise, when the French Revolution broke out. The answer will be 1789. French Revolution broke out. That means people of France, they were not happy, they were not satisfied, they were discontent, they were frustrated, they were angry. That's why in the year 1789 revolution broke out in France. Okay, that is 14 July 1789. Angry mob forcibly entered the Bastille and demolished it. Bastille means it was a prison. Okay, it was a prison. Prison means the place where the prisoners are kept. Okay, that means on July 1789, angry mob forcibly entered the Bastille, that was a prison, and they demolished the prison also. That means they showed that they were not satisfied with the government. They showed that they were not happy with the government. That means they showed their angerness against the governments. That means when the French Revolution broke out, you have to write the answer 1789. Okay. Now, who was the king that time? That time king was Louis XVI. Louis XVI was the king of France during that time. Okay. Now, what happened after the French Revolution? What happened after the French Revolution? After the French Revolution, the special privileges by birth of clergy and nobility was abolished. That means after the French Revolution, the nobility and the clergymen, they had got the special privileges by birth. That means they were enjoying the special right. And what was the special right? Clergy and the nobility people, they were enjoying the special right was they shouldn't pay the tax. That means only the third estate people, they had to pay the tax, but the clergy and at the same time nobility, that means the first class and the second class people, they should not pay the tax. Okay, that was the special privilege enjoying by them, and that special privilege was abolished. That means they also had to pay the tax after the French Revolution. Okay, tithe were abolished. Tithe means the tax which the third class people used to pay to the churches. Okay, that means tithe means the special tax imposed by the church, religious institution, that is called the tithe. That means third class people, they also had to pay the tithe, that means the tax to the churches. And after the French Revolution, the tax which the third class people had to pay to the church, they stopped paying now. Okay, and after that lands owned by the church were confiscated. That means that time churches, that means the religious institution, they controlled a large area also, and at the same time the church basically they had enough money. Okay, that means under them the church had many acres of land. So after the French Revolution, whatever the lands were owned by the churches, or whatever the lands were under the control of the church, that land was confiscated, that means taken away from the church, and it was declared as the government property for the betterment of the common people. Now 1791, similarly 1789 French Revolution took place. So progressively in the year 1791 France became constitutional monarchy. That means France, which was absolute monarchy, now in the year 1791 France became constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means the monarch or the king cannot do monopoly, but the monarch or the king has to work under the constitution. Okay. Now, king had to share power with elected legislative assembly. That means when France became constitutional monarchy, 1791. Constitutional monarchy means monarchy is there, king is the head of the countries, but king has to work under the constitution. Okay, king cannot do monopoly. And when France became constitutional monarchy, 1791, that means king had to share power with elected legislative assembly. Okay, and after that the society was divided into active and passive citizens. That means after 1791, society of France was divided into active and passive citizens. Active and passive citizens, and only the active citizens had the right to vote. And who had the right to vote? Only the active citizens, they had the right to vote. That means the passive citizens, they didn't have the right to vote. Only the active citizens, they had the right to vote. Now, who were the active citizens? Who were the active citizens? Generally, active citizens were the male, not the female. Active citizens were the male above 25 years age. Okay, above 25 years age male, and also paid taxes to the amount of equal to the amount of a labor's 3 days work. That means active citizen could be only a male, not the female, and male age 25 years above. Okay, and at the same time, active citizen could be only those people who paid the tax equal to the amount of a labor's 3 days work. That means the people, that means the male who were 25 years above, who were 25 years above age, and if they could not pay the tax, they couldn't be considered the active citizen. But to be considered the active citizen, he must be male. Okay, 25 years above age, and at the same time he must be paying tax equal to the amount of a labor's 3 days work. Okay, now France was declared the constitutional monarchy in the 1791, but King of France entered into a secret negotiation with the King of Prussia. That means here the King Louis XVI of France, King Louis XVI of France, he signed or he agreed that he will be the constitutional monarch. Okay, he will be the constitutional monarch, but it was not by his wish. By force, he was agreed. By force, he was agreed that he would be acting as the constitutional monarch. Okay, so he also wanted to gain the full power. That means he wanted actually the absolute monarchical form of government. The King Louis XVI also wanted. Okay, but due to pressure, due to force of the people only, he accepted the constitutional monarchical form of government. So he was searching some option. He was searching some options, so that he was trying to find out some way so that he could gain the full control of the country. That means he could become the absolute monarch. So he tried to enter into a secret negotiation with the King of Prussia. Okay, so 1792, National Assembly in France voted to fight against Prussia and Austria. So in the year 1792, National Assembly in France voted to fight against Prussia and Austria. That means National Assembly of France in the year 1792, they voted, they decided. That means they decided to fight against Prussia and Austria. And why the National Assembly of France in the 1792 decided to fight against Prussia and Austria? Because Prussia and Austria also didn't want the constitutional monarchy in France. Okay, but they want the absolute monarch. that means they were supporting Louis XVI, the King of France. They were supporting Louis XVI, King of France, to bring back the absolute monarchical form of government in France. Okay, that's why the National Assembly of France, they also decided to fight against Prussia and Austria, because Prussia and Austria, they were supporting Louis XVI, King of France, to bring back absolute monarchy. Okay, so 1792 National Assembly of France voted to fight against Prussia and Austria. After that, Marseillaise became national anthem of France, and national anthem of France was also declared. Okay, and Jacobin clubs were formed under the leadership of Maximilian Robespierre. That means Jacobin clubs. Jacobin club, it was a political club. Political clubs were also formed by the people to discuss about the political activities. Okay, and that Jacobin clubs were formed under the leadership of Maximilian Robespierre. Okay, now Jacobin members wore red caps, and that symbolized liberty. And the Jacobin member, they were basically the red cap. Okay, red cap, and that red cap symbolized, that means that red cap indicate the symbol of liberty. Okay, liberty, freedom. And similarly, 10 August 1792, Jacobin attacked King's Palace. That means Jacobin, member of Jacobins, they attacked King's Palace in 1792. Okay, 10 August 1792. Similarly, 21st September 1792, not 19, that one, 1792, France became a republic country. That means 21st September 1792, France became a republic country. That means here you have to correct it. Okay, 21st September 1992 is written, you have to correct it, that is 1792. 21st September 1792, France became a republic country. That means constitutional monarchy was also totally abolished, and France became republic country. That means the head of the country of France would be elected. It was decided from 1992. Okay, and after France became the republic country, 21 years and above regardless of wealth got voting right. That means after becoming France a republic country, all the people, okay, those who were 21 years and above, all the people of France, those who were 21 years and above, regardless of wealth, they got the voting right. They got the voting right. That means there was no limitation that only the people who have the wealth, or only the people who pay the tax, only they have the voting right. It was not like that. But after 1992, when the France became a republic country, they all got the voting right, whether they pay the tax or not. And the age was, it was now decided 21 years and above. 21 years and above could cast the vote. Okay, and 21st January 1793, king was executed. That means king was guillotined. That means जिसको मार दिया गया. Okay, publicly at the place de la Concorde. Okay, at the place de la Concorde, the king was executed publicly. Okay, this much. Thank you.